score on you?
He never scored on me. He's got a few defensive stops, but yeah, yeah, that was just a lot. I felt bad for Ron, so got to get him through the day sometimes.
But he did stop you a couple times.
Yeah, he's very he's got long arms and active hands.
Now you guys have had this rest. You get to that point that you're ready for a game Monday.
Yeah, uh, I mean, just the magnitude of the games was going to be so fun about it. Two great offensive teams and guys who hate to lose on both sides of the ball. And to be back in this position again, we don't take this for granted, so we're going to embrace every night.
Klay, Steve was just saying you're the type of guy who prefer staying out of this limelight in the interviews. Is that true? I mean, would you?
Yeah, I mean, I know it's part of the job, and I don't mind doing it. I know we got a huge fan base, but it's not number one on my list. I love playing the game.
But your dad, I mean, you grew up in a basketball element, and I just wonder if you got used to it watching him.
Yeah, I did, and we're kind of different because he loves to talk. He loves to talk trash. He loves the camera and the limelight, and that might be from playing with the Showtime for a while or just growing up in the Bahamas. But just didn't get that gene from him. But I'm getting better at it.
Seems like in a lot of these sessions you use them to talk about Steph or to talk about the guys who set screens for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you use this platform for that, to talk about your teammates?
Oh, definitely. I know. Steph he's always needed recognition because he's a magician out there. I always love to give our other guys credit who don't get as much hype in the media because without our second unit, without our depth, we would not be in this position we are today.
What did you think of what he did after Game 5 before he left his press conference? He made a point to give you a shout out. What do you think of that?
Well, I mean, he's a gracious teammate. You can just see in the way he plays. I mean, he doesn't hog the ball. He's real efficient as a point guard, and he loves to get other people involved. And he's just a great leader. He's always going to give his teammates due, and he's been like that since I've gotten here.
Wait, do you feel like you've played especially well in the first two series, or is it just kind of showing up and doing the job, or do you feel like you've had a good playoffs?
I've been playing well so far. I don't want to settle though. I mean, I know the toughest times are yet to come, so I'm not content with just having two good good first round and good second round. I want to, have a good playoffs and so I can put my team in position to win. And don't even care if I shoot the ball well or I mean, it always helps, but just as long as my focus is there and I'm playing as hard as I can live with the results.
Called them a two-headed monster. I think you guys have as many heads, if not more. What do you think it's going to be like to be in a series with this many good players, these offenses, this kind of atmosphere?
Oh, it's really cool. It's really a dream come true. Some of the best players in the world, and I mean, when it's all said and done, maybe of all time to play in this series. And each guy, each individual does everything different, and they do something really well. And there's so much versatility on both teams, so that's what's going to be fun about it. They can go big, we can play small. It's going to be interesting.
From a basketball standpoint, could you make a case this could be as good as it could get as far as just excitement matchup-wise?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you got amazing athletes, amazing scorers, guys who defend, guys who rebound. You got everything you want out there in a series, so it's really exciting.
Steve was saying yesterday that it's going to require team rebounding because these guys are so good at it. For you as a guard, does it change what you'll normally do?
A little bit, but not as much as you think, because I always try to help the bigs out. Still need to do a better job of it, but really focused at this series because their front court is deep and they love to, bang down there. Those guys aren't afraid to get physical, so it's huge for me, when my bigs block off to just come in there and get those, rebounds low to the ground or around the free throw line.
How does Russell rebound so well? I mean, a point guard is crazy, his numbers.
No, it's just relentless motor. He's got obviously great instincts, reading the ball, to fly the ball when it comes off the rim. So whoever's on him, just got to not worry about anybody else, but just face guard him, not let him get to the rim.
quiet demeanor out there. What do you say to Draymond when he's trying to cut back on his technicals and really zip his lip? Do you have any thoughts on his efforts to?
I'm happy for him. I think it's going to help him, but I don't want him to change as far as playing with the intensity or the fire he does. But it's smart of him to not try and get a few more techs. It's be costly not to have him out there for a game.
How did Bogues look getting back out there today?
Oh, he looked good, and we're going to need him this series with all their big guys they got. So it's good to have Andrew back.
If he's not quite 100%, what do you think about your depth at that position? Festus and Mo and Andy.
I think collectively our bigs can make up for it. Obviously, going to miss his rim protection and his ability to find cutters, but if he's not out for very long, we'll be able to sustain without him.
After you had that 0-7 game against Houston, do you come back any different and to kind of set up what you did?
Not really. I might put up a few more jumpers. I'll watch the film, and I did watch the film after that game, and a few of the threes I rushed, but I remember seeing it and looking at it and realizing those are good shots, and if I keep taking them, a lot of averages say they'll go in more often than not.
Your dad said he told you to channel your inner Kobe after that game. Is that one true, and two, what does that mean?
I guess he might have texted me that. I don't know. I might have not seen that text, but that just means to be aggressive and play the killer instinct. I mean, I can't do some of the things Kobe could do in his prime, but if I play as myself and just play with an aggressive mindset, I'll be effective.
Klay, why do the personalities work so well here?
I don't think there's no egos. That's first and foremost helps a lot. Secondly, we just got a team who really cares they don't care about the limelight. They don't care about all that, the individual brand or the hype that comes with the game. They just want to win. And we got so many great pros and vets that they realize all that extra stuff will come if you win. And it means a lot more to be a champion than someone who's just putting up numbers. And that's what we all recognize.
It's kind of rare, though. I mean, for any team in any sport, I would think.
It's rare, but you've seen it done a lot. And usually the teams that have that mindset stick around the longest and can compete year in year out for a championship.